Well, guys, you all know me as the, confident, generally just an expert with women guy who's just around here, scoring. I thought I was doing everything correctly until I got this spam email. We gotta learn how to pick up girls, isn't that right? These emails are directed primarily at young people who can't take no for an answer and will persevere until the person they're going after gets a restraining order on them. Let's learn how to pick up girls. This is from Andrew Ryan at andrew@makegirlschaseyou.com. I remember in college I firmly believed that women didn't want sex as much as men. That was until I was around 25 and I met a woman named Naomi. Naomi would wake me up by blowing me. Okay, a little weird so far, but we'll continue. She'd come to my job to have a quickie in the storage room. She'd constantly send me texts saying things like, "I miss you, daddy." So in the beginning of this email, it mentioned that he was 25 when he met Naomi, but it doesn't mention how old Naomi is. As you can see so far, this is sort of trying to bait us into the eventual this is the secret that no guys understand and women don't want you to understand. Women soaking wet as soon as they think about you in their mind. Moving on. Not all women were as liberated as Naomi. See, this is where it starts to take a turn downhill and really, really shitty. Guy like me, any person that doesn't want to fuck me, well, they're just not liberated, really. But I learned that other women I dated after her really did want to get some action every day or every other day at minimum, even if it was that time of the month. Weird to clarify that, but okay. And I eventually realized that women want sex just as much as men do. Okay, so you're literally talking about how women are not liberated if they don't want to fuck you, and then you fucking bleep out the part of the word sex? Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman come? Bro, have you ever seen it? Really intense screaming big O? Was I not clear enough? Have you ever seen oh my god. Sometimes it looks like they're knocking on heaven's door, like they're being taken to another world. Sometimes she loses complete control of her body while she's uncontrollably spasming, like she's having a seizure full of ecstasy. This is clearly coming from somebody who has never had sex before. This is like some fan fiction from a virgin who's uncontrollably spasming like a seizure full of ecstasy. Honey, the mac and cheese is ready. Yeah, Mom, I know the mac and cheese is ready. I'll be down in a second. And I fucked that mac and cheese like there was no tomorrow. You can tap into her subconscious mind and trigger that urge that all humans have. The urge to rip each other's clothes off and do what's hardwired into our DNA to do. Another underlined blue text. This one actually leads to a link. We'll get there in a second.
Simple yawn. You'd never guess it, but the yawn holds a secret to turning women on within seconds. You already know that yawns are contagious, but what you don't yet know is that when someone sees you yawn, you're activating a part of the brain called mirror neurons. Mirror neurons make feelings, emotions, and actions contagious. They're the reason you're happy to see a good friend, or excited when your favorite band takes a stage.
Okay, so you're trying to tell me when I'm feeling randy, I feel the same way as when I see some friends or when I'm at a concert. This dude is just horny all the time.
And recently, a doctor in Singapore discovered a dark secret. The trick to using mirror neurons to make love, desire, and arousal contagious to women.
Notice how they don't mention the name of the doctor. He probably didn't want his name on this or out there ever, because it's fucking fake. It's fucking fake. It's not real. To make love, desire, and arousal contagious to women, especially doctors, specifically doctors who are my wife. Okay, so this next part is by Mike. No last name, because why would he want his name on this? And this is where it starts to really take a turn for the worst. This part is really sexist and really, really bad.
Hi, I'm Mike, and until very recently, I wasn't getting laid the way I wanted to. That was before I discovered a weird but very easy trick that gets any woman I talk to uncontrollably horny for me, dripping wet, and craving sex. What's even more amazing is I can get laid without having to approach any women, without putting in any work, and without risking rejection.
You can get with women without approaching them, without paying attention to them, and without risking rejection? This just sounds like prostitution.
Because she will come after me. But the most amazing thing of all is that this works just about every time. Every time.
This works just about every time. Just to be clear, just about every time is not the same as every time. Just about every time screams 90%. Every time is 100%. If you said, these condoms are great, they work just about every time. Every time. Do they work or do they not?
Like this feminist who had the nerve to say this about this controversial seduction trick. In today's progressive society, it's a step back to give men this much power. What she's really trying to say is no man has the right to make a woman horny on command. And personally, I think that's bullshit.
Yikes!
I've come to realize after years and years of hopeless failures with women that I deserve to fuck who I want when I want, as long as the girl wants it too.
You're trying to say I shouldn't be able to make you horny at the snap of my fingers? That's bullshit! I want to bang now! That's just disgusting. That's really, really bad. There's a reason you don't get laid at all, you're just an asshole.
And I refuse to let women like that girl ruin my fun. So listen, I don't care who this presentation pisses off. For the next few minutes, I'm gonna spit in the face of every feminist, every relationship guru, and every fraud who's been sabotaging your sex life.
I refuse to let feminists stand up for their rights and ruin my fun.
I wanna bang now!
This is just getting worse and worse and worse.
The secret I'm about to reveal was discovered by a controversial doctor in Singapore.
See, at the beginning of the presentation, when they mentioned this doctor in Singapore that has no name for some reason, they didn't mention the fact that he's controversial, because why would they do that when they're trying to lead you into buying something? Anyways, like 10 more seconds of misogyny later and the video is pretty much over. Just don't be an asshole and you might get laid. Don't do this, ever. Don't ever do this. This is bad. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this shitty video that I made. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time with probably something else that I'm laughing at.